to lean on.
The showing of the power and energy of youth. And if America's honest, our country has always gotten better, not because simply of what the older generations have done, but because of what the younger generations have done. You don't have a civil rights struggle without young people. Dr. King was only 26 years old. Ruby Bridges was 6 years old. And so don't ever forget that youth has always been used to make a difference, and without the youth, this country wouldn't be where it is, and we will not be where we can go without the energy of youth. So the day was off the chain.
All right, y'all, we here downtown Dallas City Hall. We are here for the...
Rihanna getting out the car, Jackson, you better hurry up.
No, don't leave. Okay. All right, y'all already know what it is. We're here for the Trayvon Martin rally, and we here live in City Hall or whatever, and we just finished doing the rally. It was from 6 to 7 o'clock. This is the Afterschool Special episode. This is number 4. Episode number 4. Spike just behind the camera. Sweet James right here. We got my little chick homies in the building.
And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. But we'll find a way. Nothing lasts forever, but be honest, babe. It hurts, but it may be the only way. With every worthless word, we can move far away.
Because it was in violation of human rights, civil rights, and most important, God's rights.
I was really sad, but when I thought about all the black 17-year-old males that I knew, it really hit me hard, because he could easily be someone in my class. He could be one of my best friends who's a 17-year-old black male. Could have been my brother. So it really hit home, and I think it's really sad that something that happened 100 years ago is still happening today. And the fact that nothing has been done about it, that it's just okay, I think it's crazy, and it really saddens me.
It's a very sad situation, and I don't think it was handled properly. It's amazing how racism is still going on.
Trayvon Martin situation, I feel very strongly about that, simply because I am a black African-American male, and that could have been me. It could have been as well as my other classmates.
Nowadays, even after what all of our ancestors fought for, and I don't think justice was served when it needed to be served for this family, but you know, that's how it goes.
Well, I mean, it's a terrible tragedy that was magnified by a police department that has terribly mishandled it. The tragedy began with an evident racist deciding to go with the notion that every black person is a suspect. That's what Oprah Winfrey says. To be black and male in this country is to live every day as a suspect. He was treated as a suspect simply because of the color of his skin, and so that makes it a racist, hate-filled tragedy to begin with. And then the police department tries to cover up, number one, their mishandling of it. For 3 days, his body, was there, no contact with his family. Again, that adds insult to tragedy.
I feel that we need to educate our younger ones. I feel like it was racism, but it's also based off of some stereotypes that we as black people have.
Tragic, but it's something that happens all the time.
And I just feel like everybody should have an equal chance, and racism is such a huge topic that we don't realize is happening today.
But I think now is the time for us to stop letting it happen. Now is the time to be active and to do and say things to show this country that we're not going to stand by and let, especially our young black males, be killed anymore. I mean, it's over. It's time to be over, and we need to be fed up, and we need to show our government that we're fed up, and something needs to happen.
And I just feel like that we should concentrate more and try to work harder as African-American males and as America as a whole to stop racism and give black males an equal chance at freedom.
And so to my brothers, I simply say, recognize it's out there. Don't be dishonest with yourself and not act like it's not out there.
And unfortunately, we have to live with those every day. Whenever we talk to, white people, sometimes we change our voices.
Because it is out there. There are people who judge you because of what they see and because of their own ignorance and insecurity. It's their issue. But don't allow their issue with you to become an issue for you.
or you know, whenever we go into an interview, you know, we have to dress, you know, 3 times or better than the other guy. I mean, I know for me, from the day I was born, I was always told that I had to work 3 times as hard as a white man to get wherever I'm trying to go in life.
Remember who you are. Remember the dreams you have. Dare to dream to be more than what other people say you can be and what other people try to define you as. It's very important that we make sure that we see ourselves as possibilities and not as problems.
And it shouldn't be like that. We're all Americans. You know, we lived here, you know, all our lives. I shouldn't have to work, you know, 3 times as hard just to be at another man's level.
We see ourselves as a success and not as a suspect, because the bottom line is, it's not how other people see you, it's how you see yourself.
But there just needs to be peace. Like, no kid should be shot for any reason, if it's gang related, race related, whatever.
They called it a riot and knew it when people at Roses won. In Detroit and Boston, Fort Worth and Dallas, they didn't fight back with firebombs and guns. What's wrong with these blacks, they said? They must be going wild. All this fuss over one incident? A policeman killing a black child? 400 years of blood and sweat. 400 years of rape and theft. 400 years the people's debt. 400 years we can't forget.